Welcome back, everyone. Tinder is helping members swab as they swipe. The online dating service is providing free nasal swab mail-in COVID-19 tests to hundreds of members. 500 people will be able to reserve 2 free COVID home collection kits, one for them and one for the match they've been eyeing, starting this Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time. According to Tinder, mentions of go on a date hit an all-time high in U.S. bios last month. A new warning for drivers this week, dubbed Coronasomnia. AAA spreading the word about super sleepy drivers hitting the road, blaming a combination of losing an hour's sleep to daylight saving time and excessive daytime sleepiness caused by the pandemic's lingering effect. Researchers also point to a rise in insomnia and say that was a problem for Americans even before the pandemic. AAA reports drowsy driving is a factor in 10% of crashes. Instagram is changing the way it protects teenagers from online predators. The company's head of global public policy talked about the new changes first on CBS this morning. Elise Preston has the latest from New York.
Instagram is taking steps to protect teenagers from unwanted interactions with adults. The popular social media company announced it will use artificial intelligence to restrict adults from messaging teenagers if they don't follow each other.
We're using machine learning to look at behavioral signals of how old someone is.
Instagram will also use prompts to encourage teens to be cautious and make it harder for adults to find and follow them.
People come to Instagram to connect with their family and friends.
On CBS This Morning, Instagram's Carolyn Merrill stressed that the activity on the platform is overwhelmingly positive, but
even in one of our latest reports, we saw that in over 10,000 pieces of content, 5 were potentially risky for teens. But 5 is too much, and that's why we're investing in even more technology to protect teens.
A 2019 study found at least 20% of children reported being contacted by an online predator.
It's estimated that there's maybe 500,000 predators online a day. Does that surprise you?
Yes and no. The number, yeah, that's very scary to hear that there are people out there doing that. No, unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me.
Instagram is also updating its Parents Guide so that parents have the resources to help their children have a positive experience on the platform. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Tips in that Parents Guide include setting boundaries, encouraging teens to avoid social media for an hour before bed, and making sure they have an alarm clock that isn't their phone. A certain toy has a record number of children in the hospital. We'll explain when Valley News Live at 4 continues.